All right, Shalom. Call Halayim La Yah Bashim Yashah Bashim Kakadash. Double on the small apostle to the Ezra, millstone, much peace and love to all the brothers and work of truth and sincerity. Double honor to the apostles to the and the others of great millstone who rule well and they teach well. Shalom to all you brothers. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Again the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Because right now, as you know, the Lord is causing Esau to make a move on YouTube, which will ultimately cause the famine of the word, which, indicates that we're getting closer and closer to the end. That means judgment is from the start in the house of Israel. Verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. So the Lord is, cooking up the Jacob's trouble real nice and smooth for you niggas out here. The Lord is finna make your death. He's finna kill a lot of people. The Lord is finna kill a lot of Jakes out here and his people in this place we call America, this prison, because they're wicked. They're not righteous, man. So they will be destroyed. They will be killed. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It is contempted the rod of my son as every tree, because our people, they want to be in the spirit of mirth. They want to be a party and bullshit every day and every night, when it's not the time or the place for that. Niggas want to go to the club every weekend. It is not the time or the place for that. And he has given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. Now, who is the slayer? The slayer's name is Esau Edom, because he is the sword of the Lord. So that's who the Lord is sharpening up. The Lord is sharpening up you Edomites, because you're his sword. I believe it's 17 and... 17 and 13. It says, Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the Lord is causing these Edomites to gear up. They're sharpening up. The Lord is sharpening that sword, man, to give into the hands of Esau. Because what Esau gonna do? He gonna do what he been doing with that sword. He gonna kill. He hates you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and he will show you that he hates you. Soon he will begin to kill a lot of you people, man. Verse 12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon the princes of Israel. And that's talking about the sons of Israel. Judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shah. Salaki, I'm gonna just look for it. I know it's 1 Peter 4, I believe. Towards the end. This is 1 Peter 4 and 17. It says, For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So the Lord is starting his judgment with the nation of Israel, because we have been warned. This word is for us. We got to get in line first before anybody else can get in line. Jacob got to get in line, because the Lord loves Jacob, and he going to punish him, Jacob first. So the Lord is going to start with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This Ezekiel, continuing on in Ezekiel 21 and 12, it says, Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contempt even the rod? It shall be no more, said the Lord Yahweh. Thou therefore, son of man, prophesy and smite thine hands together, and let the sword be doubled the third time. The sword of the slain, it is the sword of the great men that are slain, which entereth into their privy chambers. I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, that their heart may faint, and their ruins may be multiplied. Ah, it is made bright, it is wrapped up for the slaughter. And that's what the Lord is gonna do. He's gonna kill a lot of people. Esau is gonna be allowed to, kill a lot of you Jakes out here, man. Because that's the judgment from the Lord. And the men of the Lord, they ain't gonna have no mercy for you, man. You know? Because you ain't set your heart right. Verse 16, go thee one way or other, either to the right hand or to the left, whithersoever thy face is set. I will also smite thine hands together, and I will cause my fury to rest. I, Yahweh, have said it. The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, appoint thee 2 ways, that the sword of the king of Babylon may come. Both twain shall come forth out of one land, and choose thou a place. Choose it at the head of the way to the city. Because the Lord is coming down, man. And we're in Babylon. And the Lord is going to kill a lot of people, man. You people don't understand the fury of Yahweh Bashmal Shah. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 2. It says, for the indignation is of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. And our people are not the only ones that's going to have to face the slaughter, man. You heathens going to have to face the slaughter too. Because the Lord is going to launch thermonuclear missiles upon America. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither a root nor a branch. So the Lord is going to burn up these people here in America. It's not going to leave you a root nor a branch, man. He going to burn you up, man. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear the word of Yahweh. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken unto you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for iniquities. And Jake is full of iniquity. And that's why the Lord is sharpening that sword. And that's why the Lord has given them to the slaughter. Because they're rebellious. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 1. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that love have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed in linen, with a writer's inkhorn on his side. And they went in and stood, beside the brazen altar, and the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherub, wherefore he was for the threshold of the house. And he called to the men clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh said unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. He's talking to the angels, telling them to go set a mark, which is a tawah, which is an exemption from judgment upon the men that are signing crime. Verse 5, it says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, the ones that didn't get the mark, go ye after them. It's talking to the angels about the other people that didn't get the mark. Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly ye old and young, both maids and little children, women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house, because the Lord is beginning with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you need death, man. Everybody in the world sees that Jake needs death. You can't trust him. You got to worry about your so-called brother more than you worry about the enemy, man. You're a natural enemy, man. And it doesn't make any sense. So we getting ready to make this big transition, which we're going to see how everything plays out, man. And the men that trust in the Lord will remain to do so. Trusting in the Lord. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And for it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. You know, because the Lord is going to set us free. But they shall serve Yahweh their God and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be at rest. And rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So this is what we're looking for. But first we got to go through that trouble, man. When a lot of our people going to be eradicated. They're going to be food for the missiles, man. Because they're homosexuals, adulterers, liars, you know, engaging in filthy acts, man. They eat swine's flesh. Our people just unclean right now, man. There are some are witches and warlocks, full of pride. You know, some are coons. Our people are all over the place, man. You know, whores and sluts, you know, smokers. Our people are hella polluted, and the Lord gonna destroy you, man, because you know better. You know, so with that, man, I'm gonna give all praises and glory. Say, call la yabashma shabashma kakadash. That one to my apostles say that was a great millstone, much peace and love to all the brothers doing this work of truth and sincerity. Shalom.